Good evening. What is happening, Metasites? Hope you're all doing well, staying crafty, staying safe. And this is a video that I felt the need to share. It's not going to be, hopefully, too long. It's not going to be one of those videos that is going to entertain some people. This is actually a very serious topic that I want to touch upon. So if you're not in the mood, skip this video because it's going to get real serious real quick. Okay, so I was watching a video by Watchman brother Woken Red Pill. Now, I have a lot of respect for this guy. I've been following him for over two years or so. Yeah, roughly 2.5 years. I've been following a lot of people on and off, but he was real. He was young guy trying to share some wisdom, even though that he's now only 30 years old. He's got a family. And even though that he talked about regretting dropping out of high school, he's actually very sharp. He's probably as wise as they come, apart from the rest of the YouTube community. He has been sharing a lot of good biblical wisdom, and I know some people, they don't want to believe in it, but when you listen to his videos, you'll know what he's about. And I guess he had some thoughts about either quitting or changing his YouTube channel name, because I guess the name Woken Red Pill, I guess he was having to deal with, I guess, naysayers who talked about his channel's name being associated with the woke community. He's not that. He's awake to the truth, and the term which he coined, Woken Red Pill, I think it was well chosen name, because it implied that the wisdom that he was sharing was above his own understanding. Like I said, he was only young when he started. He's now 30 years old. He's actually taking this matter very sensibly. I've been following him. He's real. He's a good guy. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's been sharing nothing but truth. And he didn't sugarcoat it either. This is probably why he upset some people, because at the end of the day, he has responsibilities. He's now talking about seriously getting involved in going back to school for nursing. I believe that if anyone can achieve that with that mindset that he has, it would be him. It would be Woken Red Pill. Because he's real. He doesn't sugarcoat things when he's actually speaking out on camera. He lays the truth down flat. And when you have responsibilities, when you get to a certain age, you really do start thinking about down the line time. What matters more, the well-being of supporting his family, which is a big responsibility. I don't think people in their 30s even have families. Many of us don't. I thought about that down the line time. It didn't happen yet. That's only because I've been following Woken Red Pill's advice not to go backwards. So, at the very least, I've been trying to navigate through the chaos that occurred since the pandemic and way before that. In 2017, I was making videos for not myself. Every time I tried to get a little bit ahead, it didn't really work out for me. I knew that in the YouTube world, I wasn't very popular, I guess, because everybody's now networking. They're trying to get that YouTube, they're trying to get ahead on the platform by means of entertainment and shenanigans. And that's not what Woken Red Pill has done. He has done more, I think, for the truther community than most people in the truther community. He has been walking the path of truth on a straight razor edge wire. So I've been taking upon myself to share some of his work. I haven't been able to follow every single video. I should have, though, because some of the wisdom that he was sharing, it was golden. I have nothing but utmost respect for Woken Red Pill. He was a real gentleman. He took it upon himself and gave us his time. He never reached any more than 900 something subscribers, but I believe that he deserves better. I think this is one of the main reasons why he's not giving up, but he's not making that his primary focus, if that means anything. He's even thinking about changing the name to something else, which I can understand. But it's not so much about the name, it's about what he's preaching. And it's solid truth, biblically sound. I believe that he's a man of his word. He's he's got his stuff together. He's got a car and wife and kids. He's rarely shows his face, and I can tell right off the bat that he didn't start this for the attention. I believe, though, he should have gotten more attention and respect. So if he's deciding to go take upon nursing, well, that's a profession that's very noble, and quite frankly could help out more people in ways that even I can't. I've done the Watchman gig. I'm a filmmaker. I dropped out of film school. I don't like to talk about that too much, even though that the film school I went to wasn't that great. I think that quitting was, in retrospect, one of the worst decisions I've ever made. I regretted it. But I did it for a good reason. I never stopped learning, though. When I was there, I had to deal with a lot of, I guess, bad apples. They were there for the wrong reasons: smoking, doing drugs, and going to the bars. The reason why I didn't make it, I invested in equipment. I studied, but I wasn't what you call the most social guy. I was actually very introverted, and I was dead set on making movies. That never happened. Instead, I left film school. I spent the rest of my savings living around Toronto, experiencing the culture. I came back home, back to where I started from. And I think, though, if I was around wiser people at the time, maybe it would have convinced me never to go to film school, or at least think about it. There's a lot of people that are going their own way. They're doing their thing. Okay, word. Some people like to do their thing. I get it. People are people. They want what they want. But it's like that saying, Lavena Blavatsky, the mother of the New Age movement. The secret. You visualize and you put all your energy towards a dream or a goal. How should I say this? You can achieve your dream, but be prepared to work hard and sacrifice. That's what it boils down to. You have to give up a few things along the way. If I had my time back, I probably would have never gone to film school. Instead, I probably would have gone around the same route as Watchman brother Woken Red Pill has. Yes. He's taking nursing, or he's thinking about getting some financial aid. And I hope that somebody who's listening understands that his financial situation is not very great. I don't really know if Woken Red Pill has a PayPal account, or if anybody out there would be so kind as to help him along the way, at least in some fashion. If it doesn't have to be monetary donations, but if there's one guy that worked on YouTube and deserves a break, it would be that guy. He needs a blessing. That's what it boils down to. And compared to him, I'm no one. I'm nothing. At the end of the day, I'm just a broken filmmaker. I have no one. Even though some days I think about how great it would be to get up there to the pantheon of the YouTube echelon and be a real influencer. I think, though, that I don't think I have the caliber or the connections to do that. And even if I did, if if I made it past 10,000 or anything like that, that's a huge number. I don't think I ever will. But I got to be realistic. At age 37, I've exposed a lot. I've seen a lot. And it's broken me a few times. It's made me rethink my life. It's made me question about what is most important. And sometimes you think about what it is that you want to do, but when you finally get it, sometimes it's a great big tragedy. Not getting what you want, but also getting it, but not liking what you get. And I think in retrospect, Woken Red Pill, he was correct. He was right. I mean, he did warn a lot of people about promiscuous women. He did talk a little bit about the manosphere. That's not what he was about. And I think, though, that when he started, maybe he had some plans that didn't quite work out. I think that, like many YouTubers, he expected to get more attention. But I guess as he's gone on this path of truth, he's definitely matured. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's taking care of his family. He wants to succeed in a new profession. And I say, you know what? God bless him. If anyone out there can help this guy to get where he needs to be, because I'll tell you the reason. He saved a lot of lives. Not in the sense of saving lives in a hospital, but he saved people's souls. He helped me get through a very uncertain and troubling time. That and a few other people that I've gotten close to. They're not in contact anymore. Woken Red Pill, he probably doesn't like to waste time. He reads the comments that I've been posting, but I don't think he understands the impact that he's given some people. I'm pretty sure that he's been followed by a large group of people, but I don't think he actually truly knows that, his wisdom has actually changed people's lives and helped them out. This is what we need more of on YouTube. We need more guys like Woken Red Pill at a time of uncertainty, and we're getting into some dark times. Yeah.